this case, this being a triple homicide, we have a clerk that's dead, we have Denise that's dead, and the unborn child that's dead.
This is 34-year-old Torrey Damian Moore, the man who killed his pregnant girlfriend, Denise Middleton, their unborn son, and a store clerk.
She said one of us going to die in here tonight.
That's what
you know what I'm saying? That's what she said. One of us going to die in here tonight. And I think at that point, it's like, so at this point, I stepped down off the bed and I threw my sword. You hear me?
On October 9th, 2022, Moore shot Middleton 7 times inside the White Oak apartment they shared. She was 8.5 months pregnant. Instead of seeking help, Moore left her body on the bedroom floor and traveled to North Carolina and California. During his trip, he searched Google for how long before body starts to stink and how to move dead body without being seen. He returned and lived with her body for 26 days. On December 8th, 2022, Moore walked into a Silver Spring convenience store, argued with the clerk over a bottle of tea, and shot him multiple times. The next day, when SWAT arrived to arrest him, they discovered Middleton's body under a blanket in his bedroom. The same handgun was used in all 3 murders.
Yeah, man. This one right here might be one for the books. As in, famous.
Why?
You said why?
Yeah.
So I've been planning on writing a book. Honestly, I just didn't quite get around doing it. So I actually started on one, and I think it's in my notes. But I plan on writing all different types of books. But personally, this right here, I feel like this is definitely, you know what I'm saying? A story for the books, you know what I'm saying?
People would read it?
Yeah.
So look, man, we had obviously a couple of days. I think I told you last time we spoke that, I was going to test all this stuff. And we went to an autopsy. I'm sure it doesn't surprise you. Denise was shot, right? Multiple times. Sad. This is one of the saddest cases I've had in, I don't know. I'm sad for, so many people involved in this case, including you. It sounds like you had mental illness, she had mental illness, there's a lot going on, and then we have a tragedy on all kinds of fronts. So we presented everything to the commissioner, and I'm having to sugarcoat it right now. You're being charged with another homicide. And I'm sorry to bring you this news. You seem like such a good dude, man, and just normally, I tell you, when I deal with people in your spot that are accused of murder, pretty much, I don't say I hate them because I don't hate many people. There's only a few. I had a dude that took a little boy out in the woods and murdered him. That guy I hated.
Right. I didn't kill that dude for no reason. I didn't think y'all see that. That's the second time I walked into a store around my home. And they assaulted me physically with a steel pipe. Is that right?
It's not right. It's not right at all. But I can tell you this. So you see how there could be 2 versions of this story at the gas station, right? Yeah.
But this is all on camera. Even the first scenario,
right.
I came from the bathroom.
Right.
I stopped there. Only reason why I stopped was because I was trying to think, do I want to get me a tea or not? This dude, these Ethiopian dudes, I don't know what it is. They have a problem with me. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? They even at every store. It doesn't matter. The only one store I really don't have a problem at is the one downtown, the one right beside the fire station. He cool. You know what I'm saying? That's with a little kiosk. You know what I'm saying? Right. He cool, man. I don't really have a problem with him. Everybody else I go, for some reason, I have a problem. Anybody else try to personally hit me with no cylinder pole.
But think about this. This is what I was trying to tell you is, look, this story could have been because you end up taking the iced tea or whatever it was. I think it was iced tea. This could be this dude went in there, robbed the store, took an iced tea, shot the clerk.
It's all on camera, so you already know that.
No, I'm saying the gas station robbery. But you see how there's way more to this story.
Right.
So there's you've killed.
I didn't just go in there and
right. But at the end of the day, right. But at the end of the day, like a homicide is basically, killing another person. Like when a police officer shoots somebody, right? It's a homicide. It's ruled a homicide.
Right.
But every homicide may have an excuse behind it. Like an officer said, "A dude pulled out a gun on me. Dude pulled out a knife on me," stuff like that. So you can't just be like, "All right, well, they killed him, so I guess it is what it is." So behind every one of those cases is way more of a story than this. So we have enough, and I can tell you this: we did a lot with this lab. Our lab people were working like 24/7. So we tested the gun. We found some shell casings where she was. Some of them were missing, but we found 2 shell casings in the room where Denise was. So we compared those shell casings to the ones from the store, right? So we have DNA. It's the same DNA. So that we don't have your DNA yet. That's why we're swabbing you. We're going to take it, and then I'm sure we're going to say, okay, the same DNA deposit, because when you're loading the shell casings, you put in your skins, in your skin cells, it's called touch DNA. Our technology's been the last 3 years just been amazing touch DNA.
I didn't know what this shit is.
Well, all I'm telling you is that we have similar DNA. We don't have your DNA. I wish I could say, hey, it's his DNA, but right now that's what we're getting your DNA.
Right, exactly.
But at the end of the day, this is the story that's going to be presented. If, let's say, believe it as it is. From what you told me the last time, basically, everything was great. She came out from New York.
This is all in my phone. Like, all right,
Right.
So just to go from the beginning.
Yeah.
She was staying at 619 University Boulevard East, and of course it's like I don't know, a house where females stay and they each have a room and they have a medication thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I've been invited over. I've been to her house, but of course she snuck me in and stuff like that. Cause I guess I'm not supposed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like one of the things like I saw how they was treating her, and being that I've been through homelessness with her. She the one that led me to Proverbs Place. You feel me?
Yeah.
She the one. I didn't necessarily when she took me there. I just got something to eat, but I always pay attention to my elders.
Right.
So as I paid attention to my elders, I realized what was going on. So I stopped going there to eat. I had got gruesome. I wouldn't go there to eat.
Right.
I would go there to sign in,
right.
so I could take a recollection of where I had been. Yeah. I was already on probation. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm like this. How do you prove homelessness? Right? So I'm like, yo, are you crazy? How do you prove homelessness? It's just what happened that I had reported to my probation officer, which was probably in Chuck County or PC at the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I was incarcerated. I was on probation for the charge in Prince George's County. Yeah. So I had reported to her that I was homeless. It just happened that it added up to a year. And by the time that I did all the stuff at the Proverbs Place, it added up to 2 years. So it made me, it made me be eligible for housing.
Why did she decide to leave? Like, what was she doing in New York?
Well, that's what I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
Like, we went to New York together.
Okay.
We went to New York together. So that's what I was getting at. It's a whole big long story.
Yeah, go ahead.
So after I realized how they was doing it at 619 University Boulevard, I was like, they taking all your money.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like pretty much, like you can have your own place.
Yeah.
And be rent free and still get your money. But instead, these people are taking your money for a room and giving you medicine that you probably don't eat. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So I'm like, yo, nieces, we're like, you know what I'm saying? And not on top of that, they was trying to illegally evict her. They told her that she had to leave in 10 days, and
so she kind of had to go anyway.
Right, she didn't have nowhere to go, but at the same time, like, she didn't have to leave that place, but she didn't know that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just letting her know, like, they can't. That's illegal.
Yeah, they gotta go through the
right. They gotta go through the courts to do that. You know what I'm saying? But in the meantime, you can stay at my house. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're good at my house.
And you were already on Oakley at that time?
Yeah, I've been in the Oakley for almost 5 years.
Okay, I got you.
Right. So at that point, I took her to my house and we was probably cool and staying over there. Yeah. And eventually, just so I could show her something different, I took her out of town to Virginia. Because I know, I just wanted to show her something different and get out of town. So I went and got a nice hotel at the Marriott. You know what I'm saying? We got the swimming pool jump. We was there for a day or two. And whatever happened, we went outside. I wanted to go to Hampton, to the other side. But she got upset about something. She was like, yo, I want to go home. So instantly, I'm thinking, I spent all this bread. You know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, you want to go home? Like, what happened? So, of course, I want to talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We get into an altercation. I'm guessing this is the charge that the commissioner brought to me, which I didn't even know about.
The one in Norfolk.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing that's what that is. So you can see that I'm not lying to you.
I know you're not.
You know what I'm saying? So after that, like, you know, I still got, you know, I took pictures of this other stuff and stuff. She
That's
wasn't
in your
even,
phone?
yeah, she wasn't even like hurt. You know, I don't want her to hurt.
Sure.
You feel me what I'm saying? So she wasn't even hurt. Like, you feel
But
me?
at that point, you guys got separated?
Yeah, I was on the phone with my mom's before the cops got there. My mom was like, "Yo, I'm not coming to get you if you get out of Virginia, so you better get out of here."
Yeah.
So I got out of there. You know what I'm saying? So I went back home. I came back from the murder to my house. You know what I'm saying? Like she could have came home with me, but you know, after that, I guess she ended up getting into some type of program, and she was going to get housing.
Okay.
But
so that was in like, I want to say like May or June?
if I had my phone,
it was, because I remember I think they got the warrant on like June 6th.
Right. So
was she pregnant already at that time?
Yeah,
She had to be.
Yeah.
So then how did she end up from Norfolk, Virginia in New York?
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Right. So after she get into the program, right? I'm worried sick, dude. Like you hear me? I'm worried sick about this show. You hear me? Like I'm real like barely eating. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Not listening to certain music. You know, this other shorty came to my house. I couldn't even, like, I don't know if, I couldn't even get the cheese. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? And she knows that I'm worried about this show. You know what I'm saying? So when she finally hit me up, it's like,
This is a classic indicator of narcissistic injury. His distress isn't about her safety, but about his own needs being unmet. He then frames her persistent calling as a validation of his worth, not as evidence of her dependency. Psychologically, this moment exposes the transactional nature of his attachment. She was valuable to him only as long as she affirmed his centrality.
it was a relief.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, where's you living?
And was she like, I'm in New York?
Nah, she wasn't in New York. She was in a program in a program in Virginia.
In Virginia.
Right. She already got housing.
Right.
Right.
So
then she kept calling me every day and was telling me about this and the third, and I don't know, she was talking about other dudes, but pretty much, you know, when somebody keep calling you and they want to be with you, so it was just kind of like shaking my soul a little bit, like, yo, like, you know, personally, like, I feel like, you know, you want to come home, and, you know, but you're nervous, but I'm the only one that, you know, you got, like, ain't nobody else trying to get her home,
right.
Like her pops, her sister, nobody else cares,
I know.
You know, so it's like, I sent her a bus ticket and an Uber, man.
So you send out Uber or a bus or whatever. She comes from Virginia
to Maryland.
To Maryland.
To Maryland.
And then you're there for probably a few months. Or?
Yeah, we were staying together for months and all that. You know what I'm saying?
And then how did New York work? Both of you said went to New York.
Well, that's what I was about to say.
Yeah.
So after she got back from Virginia, I mean, she's probably, you know, left the house and came back and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All different types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like she came back. You know what I'm saying? Like she always come back, and that's what I guess that's what did you like. You say that you don't want to be here or you don't want me, but you always end up coming back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, yeah. So at the end of the day, I'm like, no, I just took it upon like to show something different again. Like we've already been in Virginia. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to New York this time. Her mom is from Brooklyn. Okay. Right. That's why I said New York. Her mom's from Brooklyn.
So then, how long were you there in New York?
We got to New York. I got a nice hotel again over in Queens, and it was at the Marriott, you know, and for some reason, like she just, I don't know what it is. We get into it, and then when we get into it, I think we actually stayed that night. You know what I'm saying? We stayed the night and all that. You know what I'm saying?
At the Marriott.
Yeah, like after we got into it, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, we stayed together and all that. Got up the next morning. Whatever happened, like. I think I'm going to go hit a jail, and I think I did. So, but you know when somebody tell you don't talk to them, but you know I was cool. I was about to hit the jail with her and all that. You know what I'm saying? But she was like, don't talk to me. So when she told me don't talk to her, I was like, all right, then don't talk to me then. You can't hit my jail. You know what I'm saying? You know, nothing too serious. So I guess she got mad because I didn't want to hit the jail, and she stepped off. So when she stepped off. I went down to go run down behind her, but then I seen her go like to the left. So I don't know what she's going down there for. You know what I'm saying? Right, we in Queens. I'm like, I don't know what she's going that way for. So I go the opposite way. Yeah. It just so happened that However, I don't even know how, dude. I get to a gas station, I go inside, I think I get some drink. By the time I come back out, she's right there. The same thing kind of something happened in VA. Like after we had got, like lost. I was there, I didn't, like, I had to wait for the buses and stuff, so I was, you know what I'm saying? I remember, dude, I promise you, I don't know how I ran into it. I was coming from all the way back from like the ocean front. Like I'm talking about on a bus ride. Like that's like a bus ride home down there. You know what I'm saying? Like a city bus ride, like a bus ride home. So like I get off like halfway because I gotta take a piss. You know what I'm saying? I walk to the 7-Eleven and she's staring at me with some other dude.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So I instantly I get my drink, spend some money so I can, clock my whereabouts. You know what I'm saying? I come back outside. I'm like, they got me. You know what I'm saying? They got me.
So she left.
Right. She went off with whoever. You know what I'm saying? So at that point,
you came back.
Yeah. At that point, I came back home, and then a little. Sometime after that, maybe a week or two after that. You know what I'm saying? It's when she eventually came back.
And that's when, from what I recall, you said it was a few days after the whole door, somebody moved the building.
Nah, this was the New York thing. So okay, so a little bit. Alright.
So you leave New York and come back.
After we go to New York and I come home.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly how long after that the door thing happened because she was in New York a good minute too. You know what I'm saying? She was in New York for a while too. You feel me? So it's like them things like it might not have been directly like after I got back to New York, but like
I think it was because I looked at when you called the police.
Yeah.
I looked at that call and I think it was October 5.
You should. Okay, so
I think it was October 5 you called. And then I know I have you on the bus on like the Flix bus or whatever it was on. I want to say October 8th.
Okay, so and you should have her for on one of them too.
Yeah.
Because I asked my ticket. It wasn't me. It was her. I gave her my ticket.
Yeah.
Right. That was her.
Right. So you come back October 8th,
Yeah.
and that's when the whole story that you told me the other day happened. When you guys are coming, she's complaining about some of you not using the bathroom, or some using the bathroom, and then you have like a little thing downstairs where she gets pushed down.
I said we was coming from somewhere, and she wanted to use the bathroom, but I'm like, yo, we right up the street from the house. You know what I'm saying? Like
the bathroom in your house.
Right, yeah. So I'm like, why? She wanted to argue, but I stopped anyway. But then once I stopped, she didn't go to the bathroom. So I'm like, what was the point of stopping? You know what I'm saying? If you're not about to go to the bathroom then. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like, now you're just wasting my time in the cold. It's cold. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hurry to get home. You know what I'm saying? So then it's like we get around the way, and it's like when somebody follow me, but they acting like you're doing something to them, but you're not doing nothing to them. Like, yo, sorry, stop making it seem like I'm not bothering you. I'm just trying to get in the house. You know what I'm saying? I got my tea or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And she got some books or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I'm just trying to get in the house. So at this point, it's like, it's as if she's trying to cause a scene to, you know what I'm saying? Like, let everybody see. Right. So it's like, for me, it's like, yo, Shorty, stop fucking with me. I'll push her and stuff like that. I'm not boxing her. I'll push her. Right. And she fell all the way to the ground. Like, she's slicing it. Like, I didn't push her that hard. You see how much bigger she is than me?
Right.
But I didn't push you that hard.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So you slice her. So it's like, now I'm trying to help you up. Like, come on, get up, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? So and it's just like, you're just trying to make me look like I'm gonna do bad guy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So then it's like we get in the house. I already threw up, you know what I'm saying, somewhere outside on the bus or something. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's obvious, all evident all over my shoes. Sure. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So then I get in the house and we still like fighting and wrestling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And I end up throwing up again. That was on the side where she was at, but she was still living. You know what I'm saying? Right. We were still like going through it then. You know what I'm saying? When I left her, she was still living. You feel me?
So that's where I know, like, that part of the story, I mean, that's where I think it's the most important part of the story. And I understand why you may not want to tell us. But because I think you, A, have to admit it to yourself, and B, it's a tough thing to do. But like I told you the first time I met you, you seem just like a good dude, you seem spiritual, and at the end of the day, people are going to look at the story and they're going to think, like, I'm just trying to be as objective as I can. People are going to think you did it. And they're going to be like, was he remorseful about that? Because just like just like with this thing at the store, there was an explanation. They're whacking you with a pole, right?
Yeah.
Like you said, there's only so much you can take. You're not an animal. You come in there trying to get a nice tea, they're whacking you with a pole.
But no,
This is policy. What the heck's going on, right? So you see how you could go from, oh, they just robbed the store for iced tea, shot the clerk, to, oh man, there's a lot more to the story. Just like that, with her, I think there's so much to this story. I don't think people are gonna think otherwise that you didn't shoot her. But I think something had to have happened. And I truly believe that from the bottom of my heart, that something happened between her. Like you said, I don't know if something happened, but no doubt in my mind with the evidence that we have right now, people gonna know that you did. I mean, you're already being charged, so it's just a question of, is he remorseful, and B, is there more to the story? Because she's not there to say, hey, I attacked him or whatever, don't. Because it sounds like each time, even with this one, with the whole Norfolk thing, I heard she's tried to get the charges off because she loved you. And I bet you if things were otherwise, she'd probably say, hey, let's say she survived. Let's say you shot her and she survived. She would have been like, it's okay, like I attacked him, whatever. But she's not here to tell us the side of the story.
Right.
You only here. And we're just trying to appeal to the bottom, to you as a good person.
I mean, to be honest with you, I would have wanted her to die or nothing like that. That don't mean I shot her, you know what I'm saying?
Of course not. I don't think you're meant for any of this to happen. I think whatever the case may be with you, I really truly think if you push, you will react, and then maybe 10 seconds later you're like, damn, it shouldn't have happened. Maybe you panic. I don't know, but I'm telling you, this
That's exactly what he told us when we met the first time. Just like he said, you're a good guy. You're a calm guy. You treat people with respect. The people treat you with respect. You told us that the other day. And in this situation, what happened at the store, the guy's an asshole, he takes the pole, he whacked you. You went back, he does it again. It's like...
The first time it was the manager. So personally, right. I felt like he saw him do it. He felt like, you know what I'm saying?
That's exactly it. So I understand why you did what you did. It makes complete sense because he's disrespecting you, he's treating you like an animal, and you don't deserve it.
And you could see that I was trying to be cool about the situation. I took my headphones out. But this dude that took my dice from me, don't want to give me my dice.
But with Denise, okay, it's almost the same thing. You love her unconditionally. Mm-hmm. She's pregnant with your baby, for God's sake.
Maybe my baby.
Let's assume it's your baby, because you guys are together. So whether you're the biological father or not the biological father, when that baby's born, you're the father. So it takes more to be a father than just a sperm touching an egg, right? And you're a good guy where you're willing to take that responsibility and stand up and be the father for that child, so that child you can mold the boy to be your running buddy, because that's what every guy wants, is a boy to be a running buddy. Because the baby was going to be a boy.
I know.
Okay, let me finish. And when you're in Virginia with her, what does she do? You're taking her on vacation in Virginia to show her places, because that's what good people do for their women. And then, like that, she turns on you for whatever reason and is like, let's go home. And then you have the altercation and things happen, and then the police get involved, and I understand why you left. Okay? You go to New York, same thing. You're trying to show her a good time, trying to show her the better things in life, because for whatever reason, until meeting you, she wasn't experiencing that. We spoke to her family, and her family was like, you've been mistreated by people, not you, but by like past boyfriends. And her father told me that she kept telling him, okay, I don't know if you met her dad, but she kept telling him how much she loved you, okay? But
like even that photo she sent of you on the bus.
I have it right here. This is the photo. This is the photo that.
Yes, you sent that.
I sent him that.
Yeah. Right. This photo here.
I sent him that.
Is a loving couple. Yeah. Okay. And so
that was me going to get her.
Yeah.
I still had to fight with her after that. to get her on the bus.
But the point is, you get back to Silver Spring, and then the cycle starts again, where she's turning on you, and then the argument becomes physical, and you guys start fighting and whatnot. What happened upstairs in the apartment is a tragedy, and it takes a big person to be able to accept responsibility. Because when you threw up at my office, and you told me why you threw up at Oakleaf, we were tired.
Yeah.
But after reviewing everything and listening to the interview, I know why you threw up. I know why you got sick. Okay?
I miss my
You're not a monster. Because you got monsters and you got people that made mistakes. And you're a person that made a mistake. Okay? And the bottom line, I'm going to say it flat out, you shot her. And when you shot her, that made you sick to your stomach.
No, that's not what happened.
That's
not
exactly
what happened
what
at all. I already threw up. I promise. You mean?
This is psychological splitting at its finest. He can admit to the physical revulsion, but he cannot admit to the causal connection. His body knows the truth, but his conscious mind has constructed an impenetrable firewall between the act and his identity. The nausea is the closest he comes to genuine remorse, and even that he disowns.
I didn't shoot her. Like, we was fighting, and I told her, like, she had already saw me getting sick. You know what I'm saying? I got sick on the bus, or before we got on the bus. I threw up on my slippers or whatever I was wearing. I threw
No
up.
matter when you threw up.
And then I threw up more than once. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, but no matter what I'm trying to tell you, no matter when you threw up, it doesn't matter. Okay,
She was still alive when I threw up.
She may have still been alive when you threw her up. Okay, that doesn't matter.
She wasn't shot. Is what I'm saying to you. Like, she wasn't
She
shot.
was shot.
When I threw up, she wasn't shot.
She was shot by you. Then after you threw
So,
up.
Mr. Moore, what we're trying to tell you is, if we just, without even just listening to this, if we step back, right? If we step back and we just let evidence, they're gonna say the shell casings are the same, your DNA. We just got it, so we're gonna get it done in 2-3 hours. They're gonna say the DNA is the same on both shell casings. So for us, do we need some kind of explanation? No, we really don't. But for you, I think for you, it is so important, just like you explain yourself in the story. If we didn't have the video, let's say we didn't have the video. Can you imagine? You think the store people would have told us they were whacking you with it? No. But luckily for us, we have a video that will corroborate what you're saying, right? That will confirm what you're saying. We don't have a video but at the end of the day, for that case, we would have known you did it, right?
But I didn't run away. I found it in my home.
Well, what I'm saying is, do we need your explanation? No. It's good that we have a video. In your case, with Denise, again, do we have enough? Yes. Do we have enough to convict you? Absolutely.
So, y'all don't see that she got like restraining orders. She had reported her house being like. Imagine this, right? So imagine I'm dealing with Denise, right? But the whole time I'm dealing with her, I'm asking her questions like, "Yo, Denise, what's going on?" Like, and you acting weird. So maybe you gotta look at it like this. Like, I bet ask her stuff like this. Like, is anybody following you? Like, are you running from somebody and you just don't want to tell me, or what's going on?
Mr. Moore, just listen, just walk with me for 1 second, because this is how it's going to be presented about you. Again, this is how it's going to look. All right, Mr. Moore said they came back, they had this fight, he pushes her down, they go upstairs, there's more fighting, he throw up. There's weapons there, but...
No weapons was used at this point.
Right, but like, there's this thing. They're going to say, Mr. Moore says he leaves for 1 hour, he comes back. She was shot multiple times. Like, the medical examiner is going to testify. There's no way you would have not known that she was shot.
I said that. I assumed that she was shot.
But let's say outside of that, they're going to say, so the person that was just involved in the fight that claims that he left, he comes back shortly thereafter, she's shot, there's shell casings on the scene that have his DNA on it. They're going to be like,
so are you telling me the shell cases got my DNA, or you saying that?
well, what I'm saying is I'm predicting that.
Right.
Because I know you shot the clerk, right? And I know the DNA on those shell casings is the DNA on the shell casings next to Denise. I know it's the same person. We don't have your DNA yet, so all we gotta do is get your DNA. I just already know you're the same person, so my next
It's the same gun, more than likely, because I found that gun on my bed when I got home.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Somebody obviously either left it there because they didn't want to have it, or they was trying to frame it.
But what I'm saying to you is, it's all gonna happen, it's all gonna happen. And what they're gonna say is,
It's like, why would I? So this is how I look at it. Out of all the opportunities then that I could have had to shoot her, why would I wait to shoot her in her home?
you know why? Because something went down and you had no choice. That would be my guess, because you seem like a very peaceful, I just want to do my own thing, I'm trying to help people person. So something to me had to have happened in this apartment, just like something happened. You didn't walk into a Shell gas station and kill the clerk. Something happened for you, for this thing to happen. I'm assuming the same thing transpired in your apartment. That's my only human, not a detective, human explanation, that you were put in a situation where you had to act, just like you had to act at the Shell. You seem like that type of that. That's just my assumption. So unless you tell me that, we're just gonna be like, we're gonna go with the evidence. And that's not fair, man. That's not fair to
Because
you.
we being recorded, man.
What's that?
Are we being recorded?
Are you? Yeah.
We being recorded?
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to.
No, it's alright.
It's a new law.
That's alright.
It's a new
I just wanted to be sure.
No, and I don't want to lie to you. It's a new law we have that we for murders and homicides we have to report.
Okay.
So we can't say, all right, well, I'm saying he said that and you don't know I never said that.
Right.
So we're just trying to be fair to you. But I don't want to lie to you anymore.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so, I mean, with that being said, man,
I
I don't want to sit here and I don't like to give people sob stories because, like I said, I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And I personally, I love it. I'm trying to hold it together as a man.
Mr. Moore, from the minute I met you, I knew that. From the minute I met you, I knew you cared for her, and I knew that you cared for this baby, whether he was yours or not, and you were trying to give her a home. I know all that. And I don't want people to judge you as a monster that killing multiple people. I really don't, because I truly believe in my heart that something went down and you had no choice. I truly believe that. But if you left this unsaid, people are just going to judge you as a monster. And now that, please tell us, Mr. Moore. I'm asking you as a person, if something went down between you and her and there's a good explanation for this, just like there's a good explanation at the store, please, Mr. Moore, tell us. It's important. Please, it's important for all of us. It's important for you, it's important for her, it's important for the baby that died, man. It's so important, please.
At this point,
Please, Mr. Moore.
I think the more I should wait for a lawyer to tell me what I should do, you know, because
Well,
I've
I'm not
told
going to
you.
let you tell your story.
Huh?
This is your opportunity to tell the story. Because I'm telling you, you're going to talk to a lawyer, and the lawyer's going to say, Mr. Moore, don't you dare talk to the cops. And I'm being honest with you. It sounds like you're asking for a lawyer. But the bottom line is, a lawyer's not going to let you tell your story. And when you go to trial, you're going to sit at a table, and 9 out of 10 times, you're not going to tell your story there. And so your story is going to be some wacky story about you leaving, getting a joint, and coming back, and there's a gun on your bed. You and I know that, and I'm being real with you, okay? And just like Dimitri said, you're in that apartment, something happened, she triggered you, and just like I was telling you, it started in Virginia, you're treating her like a queen, you take her to New York, you're treating her like a queen, your building's beautiful. She's on the 8th floor. I looked outside your balcony and the view that you have there, beautiful. And she's not appreciating you and all the sacrifices that you're doing for her and the baby that's going to come. And something snapped. She did something, and unfortunately, you shot her. And you can tell us that you don't want to talk to us, and we'll just get up and we'll leave. Okay? But this is your opportunity to give the story, because people are going to think that you're heartless. And I don't think you are.
I don't understand how they can't see what I see. You know? I don't
Well,
understand how they can see somebody that's heartless. Like, you know, when I'm the only one that did anything for, even her father told you that. Even her own father sent you the
her
picture.
father told me, okay, that she loved you. Her father also told me, just like I said, I'm not going to play games with you. The father also told me that he thought you were abusive towards her, and he told her to tell her to leave you, and she refused. And there's a history of domestic violence between you two, and multiple family members have told me that. Okay? And so the history of domestic violence, the incident that occurred in Virginia, and then she ends up shot in your apartment, and you're going to tell me this is not my first rodeo, this is not his first rodeo, that you went to go get a joint, you came back and there's a gun on your bed and she shot, and then you're like, well, I didn't want to call the police.
I didn't just go get a joint though. It was enough for the rest of the night. But
Whatever you're going to go get, you go get.
Yeah,
You come back and she's shot,
there,
and you don't call the police. You didn't call the police because you did it, and you were waiting in your apartment because you were like, call the police.
That's not why. I didn't call the police. I didn't call the police was because I'm not supposed to leave anybody in my house when I'm gone. As a state, you know what I'm saying, as a rules to my program. Nobody's supposed to be in my home
So that's
while I'm away. So I automatically knew that was wrong. So I'm like, yo, like the reason why I didn't call the police wasn't because I did it, but it was because I didn't know what to do at this point. Like it's a dead body.
You didn't know what to do because you had shot her.
Why are you assuming that I shot her? You don't have any evidence that I shot her.
Oh, we have evidence.
What evidence do you have that I shot her? Besides the gun. That obviously you saw me, you know what I'm saying, on camera. You know what I'm saying?
Obviously you're not listening to what I just said. I'm not going to repeat it. And, you know, we can go around in circles and I can say you can say the word is. You know, I say you threw up before you shot her. No, I didn't throw up before. You know, it's like whatever.
I said I threw up before she was shot. I didn't say that I ever shot her. I said I threw up
but the
before
bottom
she
line
was
is,
shot.
The bottom line is you shot her.
I didn't shoot her.
And you know that, and I know that. And not only did you shoot her, and she died, unfortunately. You shot her. Somebody.
As far as I know, she wasn't even bleeding from you know the altercations that we had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
she wasn't bleeding from the altercation.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I didn't
shooting her.
Right. I'm saying I didn't shoot her. That's what I'm saying. I had an altercation with her. Yes. You know what I'm saying? I threw up. Yes. This was all before she was shot. All before she was shot. I threw up long before we even got back to the house. That was one time before we even got back to the house. You know. I don't know if she got her feelings or she was like, yo, you making me sick because you sick and she just was trying to be strong. You know what I'm saying? Or what? But I threw up again when we got to the house, and that's what made me stop fighting. Because I was like, you know what? I don't have the energy to fight you no more. I'm sick.
Maybe that's why you shot her, because you didn't have the energy to fight her.
Not at all.
But the bottom line is,
she was still. We was on the same side. You know, we had a whole conversation. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I done sat on the bed, you know, and sat there and was trying to talk to her and all that right next to her. You know what I'm saying? Like I guess y'all assume like we got to the house and she was shot. Nah, we wrestled all that and still went inside and sat down. I sat down, maybe even smoked a little bit of the weed that I did have. You know what I'm saying? And sat right there and talked to her. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like one of the things like, oh, it wasn't just like a.
Mr. Moore, no one's gonna believe that basically you have this turbulent history where you have a fight before it happens. She just got that, and you leave, and all of a sudden some other person comes in and shoots her, leaves the gun. Like that story is just not.
Alright, so let's explain this right. Whoever put the glue in my doors, right? We was thinking that it was Denise.
Right.
How could it have been Denise when she was in New York? Correct. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yo, like.
But that has nothing to do with.
Well, who would glue my door shut?
Somehow, so I don't know.
But why? You can't explain that, right?
No.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So, like, what am I supposed to think?
Well, I can tell you this. if we had to explain it, if we put a $20 million line into explaining it, we would have explained it. Because that's, unfortunately, the police department resources wouldn't go to vandalism that would be applied to a triple homicide.
Yeah, but this was done before that.
Right, no, I understand that. I'm just saying that.
They even asked me, they was like, I said, personally, I think they did it. I think they did it. It's supposed to be in New York right now. This should be on record. You know what I'm saying?
What I'm telling you is the police department has the ability to solve anything we want to solve if we put enough effort and enough money and enough people into it. And in this case, this being a triple homicide, we have a clerk that's dead, we have Denise that's dead, and an unborn child that's dead. We are going to do everything we can to hold the person that is responsible, right? And all I'm telling you is right now, everything leads to you. We have nothing that leads to anybody else. And I feel that you're being charged, you're going to be served on another warrant. You're getting another warrant for her murder, for the murder of the baby. And it's just going to continue. And what we were hoping to establish, not like, again, that's not what we do. Not to come here, press you out, or do anything like that, because, again, that doesn't really serve any purpose. We were hoping that you find enough in your heart to tell us. I don't think you're going to do it. Just like I told him, he was telling me, let's go and talk in a moment in time. I was like, let him just get served. Let me fax this over here. Let him get served. It is what it is. He was like, nah, let's try it. I was like, I don't think that dude's going to tell us. Because I think, it's not because you're bad, because I don't think you're bad. I really think it's because you can't admit it yourself. Admitting it to us would be admitting it to yourself. And plenty of people go to court and get convicted or whatever the case may be, and they still deny it. Freaking Jeffrey Dahmer denying shit, you know, like, and he killed 80 people, you know, like, there's plenty of people that, the dude that I told you killed an 11-year-old boy after raping him, he denied it to the very end, like, wasn't me, we had him on video and everything, not me, some other dude did it. And it's okay, some people don't have it in their heart. We were just hoping you need it. We don't need it, but, because this thing's going to continue, there's more evidence and more evidence and more evidence. I mean, the other murder at the gas station, that's obviously on video, right? So, like, you know, you're going to basically face some music for that stuff. And what I'm telling you is people are going to question both, but people are really going to question why you didn't say nothing about Denise, because they're going to be like, then he's this, he's that. I just think you can't even admit it to yourself. That's a tough thing to do. You may be even yourself. It's hard. It doesn't mean you're not going to be convicted of it. It doesn't mean people are going to think you did it. It doesn't mean any of that. I think that's all going to happen. It's just you have to admit this to yourself and tell us the truth. But you don't have to. Yeah, it's up to you, man. You hold the cards. You can tell us and leave. You don't have to talk. I mean, you already know that.
Yeah, I don't personally. I know y'all just trying to do y'all job, you know.
But we're doing it for everybody.
Yeah, I know.
We're doing it for you too.
I watch enough movies and enough, you know what I'm saying? I know that I'm not. I appreciate your talent. I can appreciate your talent. You know what I'm saying? But for you, I feel like for you not even to give me the benefit of the doubt and let me know that it doesn't matter.
Well, no,
it's
I
just
never said
your
that.
job.
I think something has to lead me the other way. Like something, like there were plenty of cases that I had that I was surprised that thought it was one person, it was a completely different person. Trust me, I've been there. It's nothing against you. But what I'm telling you is, in this one, there's nothing leading us somewhere. Now, we're still going to do our job, we're still going to, there's still a lot of stuff that we got to do, right? But I mean, they still haven't given us the time of death yet. They have to do another week of
like
testing.
obviously you can see that I had a previous gun charge, right?
Yes.
But it got dismissed.
Right.
That was a clean gun.
Yeah.
That, you feel me? They still have that gun.
What do you mean?
The gun that I was caught with,
Yeah.
the police still got it.
Okay.
So now you would have to say, well, where does he get another gun from? You feel me what I'm saying? Like, it's a lot in the play. Obviously, if I was caught with a weapon, right? A Glock 43. It's no bodies on it.
Right.
Obviously, I wouldn't be free, right?
Sure.
The case is dismissed.
Right, but
So
this
I'm
guy-
walking around with a Glock.
But this,
And all this stuff transpires, but I don't ever shoot nobody.
right.
But all of a sudden now, I shoot everybody.
Well,
You see what I'm saying? And how does that happen?
Before you
You're
shot-
not shooting everybody.
Yeah.
You're shooting people that give you a reason to shoot them. You're not a dangerous person. You're not a monster.
If that dude, if you walked in that store that day and the dude gave you iced tea, you would have.
Everything would have been just fine. I wouldn't walk home and drink a tea.
So
You know?
I wouldn't have a body on.
Right. So it's like, though, like that's what messes me up. Like, imagine living my life. Like I'm paranoid schizophrenic.
I don't.
And I gotta walk down the street and you know, I done had an Audi, you know what I'm saying? I done had this, and I done, you know what I'm saying? But now I gotta catch the bus again, and people wanna be assholes to you for no reason. Like I deal with that every day. I gotta deal with people just staring at me for some reason, or I don't do nothing to you for no reason. And it ain't people of my race, it ain't black people, it ain't people that actually got a Benz or something. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nobody that's actually doing something to me. Like, it's somebody that works at 7-Eleven, or somebody that's a grocery store bouncer or something. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, dude, why are you bothering me today? Like, I didn't go out my way to bother you, I came here to buy a tea. You know what I'm saying? I usually, any altercations that I've been in, where I've pretty much been in trouble, it probably wasn't my fault. You feel me?
And
You feel me?
we
So
can't
it's
even
like,
tell
yo,
if the one with Denise was your fault. We can't tell. We weren't there.
yeah, so that's what's baffling me. It's like, yo, like, imagine I was just free yesterday, and it's like, yo, like, I just got into this altercation with this other dude, and it's like, yo, like, you know, I could have shot him, but I didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I think for
But
you,
I did, you know?
I think for you,
And it's
something has to happen. You're not a serial killer walking around.
So it's like, yo, you know, it's personally the situation with him was a little bit worse because at least this time I had picked up a drink and I had went to the counter. The last time I literally came out the bathroom, didn't ever say nothing to the dude. Like, I just by having like, do I want to get me a tea before I leave the store? And the man just said something to me about you can't be in the store that long or something. I'm like, yo, dude, I ain't even been in that long. You know what I'm saying? So then I approached him, I'm like, what are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And he want to get all rah-rah with me. I'm thinking like, yo, dude, like, why are you? Then he like, I'm like, so he throws something, I throw something at him. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, yo, at that point, I didn't pick up nothing. He didn't, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I can let that be. You know what I'm saying? You do a couple things with you. I can live with that. You know what I'm saying? But then this dude pick up a pole and hit me with it. You know? And then I let, you know, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna walk off this time. You know what I'm saying? Walked off, lived my life. Didn't even go back to the store when I saw his car there just to avoid conflict. You know what I mean? Like you drive that Impala, that Range Rover, I know I'm here. I avoided that car on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Just so I wouldn't have no problems with that dude. I got off the bus around my house, around where I live at, where I grew up. You understand what I'm saying? Before that Shell station was even biting the internet. You understand what I'm saying? I was just to not have problems. I should have to do this in my own neighborhood. That I should have to walk across the street to a whole other store just to get something to drink. And I was gonna do that, but I was like, you know what? That car not there. I didn't have no problems with nobody else in that store, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just go ahead and get me a tea real quick.
And what you're explaining to just now with that is what I understand about the conflict that you had with Denise. And you don't have to put up with that, the way she's disrespecting you. And I understand why you did what you did upstairs in the apartment. And at some point, you have to take responsibility. At some point, you know, what you're explaining, that's what happened. And she was disrespecting you. And the disrespect started...
To be honest with you, I'm not gonna say, like I know everything Denise do. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, like if she go on moves, you know what I'm saying? I know all that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's not like I don't know what she do. And that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's like I wouldn't kill her over no bull stuff. Like I wouldn't just kill her. You know what I'm saying? Like I already know what she do. I know what I've been knowing her since we both was homies.
You would kill her, not on purpose, Because I think it was more of an accident than being on purpose. I don't think
What
you
is
would,
an accident? Like, what do you mean by that?
huh?
What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is,
That
you
she was trying to
guys,
kill me?
I don't know. But what I'm saying is that you're upstairs in the apartment, right? And she's physically fighting with you. She's bigger than you are, and you had no choice to do what you do but to defend yourself and use the gun. But I don't know that story unless,
Just like the clerk thing.
What happened?
You got attacked, you shot back, is what I guess was getting at. You
But that's
approached-
all, that's, like, when I say that, you can see that I'm not lying about that. You see what I mean? Like, it's like, yo,
right, but what I'm saying is, when it comes to Denise, I know you're not lying because you're telling us what happened in New York, you're telling us what happened in Virginia.
right, and it's
okay?
all
And-
corroborated with the stuff that's happened.
Correct, and so what I'm saying is, I believe you. She's much, much bigger than you are. And just because you're a guy and she's a female, she's probably much, much stronger. You know, with somebody who's heavier that can throw a punch, the force of that punch, just basic physics, is much heavier. And that's what I mean. You did not go there to be like, you know, I'm going to kill her. No, because you just explained and you didn't walk around the Glock 43 that the cops still have, and you weren't shooting up the neighborhood. You're walking around with that gun. You're not shooting up the neighborhood. But when she attacked you, I don't think you had a choice. That's what happened. You had no choice but to defend yourself.
Is this off the record? Can we go off the record?
We can do off the record.
How do you do off the record?
Just say it's off the record. It's off the record. He's not going to take any notes.
Off the record is off the record?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Like,
I don't know, it's like, we're not news reporters, what do you mean, like, are you gonna tell us? Like, what do you mean off the record? What do you want?
I'm saying, like, can I talk to y'all off the record?
Yeah. He turned the recorder off the iPad.
I'll turn the recording off. See, it was recording, like, when I hit this. See how it's recording right now, it's doing our voice, you see it? Oh. It's not moving the phone.
So, I'm sure y'all noticed, it was other weapons involved. It was a sword
I saw it.
and some type of building.
What does that mean? Like, what do you mean?
So, while me and Denise was fighting, right, I picked up a sword, you feel me? Because she had the stick, you understand?
Okay.
But I knew I didn't want to stab her with that, you feel me? I knew she was pregnant, I didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want to stab her with the right? So I threw it, bam, and she picked it up, all right? Okay? Before that particularly occurred, she by happened to step up and say, one of us gonna die here tonight. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She by happened to step up and say that. You understand? You feel me? We still made it to my room. You understand? And after I threw the sword down, I smiled because it was a relief to me. Like, I was hoping that this could be the end of it. Like, yo, like, you know? Like, let's let this be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to take this any further than it already has gone. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pregnant. You know what I'm saying? You know? So I realized I threw my sword away. All right? You see my sword. You feel me? I threw that away. I threw it over there to, like, by the window by where that little TV's at. She picked it up. And she had already had that stick or whatever that big wood thing is in her hand. You understand what I'm saying? Right. That's what happened, that the part that I didn't tell you. You understand?
So would you shoot her?
That's off the record. This between me and you. Like, just just us. You know?
Just us.
Off the record. If we say it's off the record, and that means, and it go to court, and that means that's that entrapment.
It means it's off the, it means it's off the record.
The
And
trap is when I like plan some stuff on you or something, or make you do something. That's,
So what is it when you tell somebody something's off the record, and then you put it on the
don't worry about off the
like
record.
a report
You,
thing.
we're there.
Huh?
We're at that point now.
What point?
Meaning,
You either don't tell us something.
you're either gonna tell us or not, because he turned off the recorder,
Yeah.
okay? You shot her. There's no cameras in here.
You either gonna tell us or not, man.
You shot her.
If you're gonna tell us, just tell us the rest of the story, man.
Y'all making me nervous though. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't really like.
Do you think that's gonna make any difference? No
I
one's
don't-
gonna
I
be
don't-
celebrating.
I'm not. No, nobody's celebrating nothing. Like the way I'm looking at it is like.
You're gonna tell us what we already know.
Huh?
What you're gonna tell us what we know. That weapons thing, we already knew that. There's nothing here that you told us that's shocking us. So you're either gonna tell us.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm pretty positive there's nothing here that I'm telling you that's shocking. You know?
Exactly.
But for me to just admit to a murder that it's not necessarily no evidence that I did. That's kind of.
I mean, if that's what you're hoping for, then that's not the person we're describing. We're describing a good dude. Like, if you're hoping that you're gonna skate on this because you don't tell us, that's not gonna happen. That's not. If you think, if I don't tell him, I'm just skating. You already going down for the one round. You know, you're not skating here. It's just at the end of the day, they're gonna look at you as, are you a good person that made mistakes in his young life? You know, that's what they're gonna look at. Or are you? Oh, he wasn't gonna tell us because he thought he was gonna skate. Because he thinks that by telling us, that's the one thing we're gonna have on. It's not, man. You already got a lot of stuff on you.
Like what? What do you got on? Like, I don't understand.
Think about it. Your first degree murder of the clerk, right? Like we don't need to sit here and argue.
Is that first degree murder? Because I didn't just walk in and murder him. So
You're charged with first
Yeah,
degree murder.
That's the charge. But
Correct. You could plead down to whatever, but that's only people are going to be willing, right? Like the people are going to look at you, look at your situation, who you are. You're a good person. And do they think that you know you're planning things, which we don't think about? Oh, look at all that. They're gonna look at us and say, do you think he was honest with you guys? And we're gonna be like, to the point. But to the most important thing, that if he was a stand-up guy and he was truthful, that's the one thing he needs to be honest with. That's the most important thing. He wasn't. So at the end of the day, I don't know.
I mean, when I took it off the record, I mean, I pretty much gave you details of the situation that wasn't told, but that's what, I'm saying, eventually that's pretty much what happened, like, she had a sword, you know what I'm saying, and,
was she trying to hit you?
I had the sword.
Right.
I gave it up. You feel me?
Right.
I gave it up.
Eventually you had
And hope that we could, stop the altercation.
So essentially, you give up the sword, she hands over the sword. Did she try to stab you with it or what? Did she actually stab you? Do you have any marks on you?
But that's why you had to shoot her, because she had the sword.
Is that what you're telling us without telling us? Okay. Did she make contact with you in any way with that sword?
I wouldn't say that she made contact, but like I was trying to relieve her of the other weapon. So she was on top of the bed at one point. You understand? So when I had the sword.
This is the anatomy of a partial confession. He wants the detective to infer self-defense without him ever uttering the words that could be used against him. Psychologically, this reveals a desperate need to maintain a heroic self-image. Even as he admits to being in a lethal struggle, he casts himself as the reluctant defender, forced into action by her aggression.
You know, I was trying to have a heart to step up, you know what I'm saying? But not stab her, without stabbing her and relieve her of the other weapon. But
That other one was a stick, you said?
yeah, it's some type of big ass stick or
Yeah,
something.
I
You
don't
know,
remember seeing that, but like I said, I was.
it's probably in the corner on the other side, by
Okay.
the walls or in the wood and all that. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah. So, what ended up happening was when I got on the bed, I don't think she hit me, and I don't think I hit her. But it was like one of them things, like we was, you know, it's like yeah, she probably want to hit me, and I just really want to relieve her. Like, no.
How many times did you shoot her?
Huh?
How many times did you shoot her?
Did I ever say I shot her?
Yeah.
I did? Or did I just say it? You feel me?
How many times did you shoot her?
So I didn't say I shot her. I didn't ever say I shot her. You know? I said that we was resting on the bed, and she had weapons that I was trying to relieve her of, and I had a sword.
So we're gonna play.
So at this point, I stepped down off the bed. You hear me? And I threw my sword. You hear me? I threw my sword. She stepped back down off the bed and picked up my sword.
Did she say anything while she had the sword in her hand?
Did she ever say anything?
Yeah, like when she has the sword, did she say anything? Or... Like, didn't you say something?
She said one of us gonna die in here tonight.
That's what she
You know what I'm saying? That's what she said.
That's
one of us gonna die in here tonight. And I think at that point, it's like, you know, like, you scared my whole life. You just rescued me. You know what I'm saying? You just let me know that you don't mind killing me. You know what I'm saying? In my home. You just let me know that.
Let me ask you this. Are you sorry about what happened? Like, if you had to take this stuff back, or what do you think? Or do you think it's straight up you defending yourself?
I still wouldn't, I don't want her to die. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't. Obviously,
How do you feel?
I feel, like, listen to me. Obviously, if I go out my way to go get somebody that acts like this, that's not somebody that I would just
I know.
to let go.
You made that pretty clear.
No,
We know that.
no matter what, I wouldn't want her to die.
Come on, we know that. We know. You made that pretty clear.
Yes.
You did.
You know,
You made that pretty clear.
I'm not going around you gotta do something to me. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make me feel for my life. You know what I'm saying? Or for me to do something to you. You know what I'm saying? I don't just go around harming people. Obviously, you can tell that. You know what I'm saying? Even my kidnapping charges, it was reduced to conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Like me, just going to other people, I don't do that, man. I got too, my life is too blessed. You hear me? For me to be going around deliberately trying to mess with people. So that's why I feel like it's somebody that sent Denise to me or something. Like somebody sent her to me to sabotage my life or something. Like somebody sent her here to watch me. Like, do you realize what goes on in the enclaves? You know what I'm saying? Do you know how much stuff goes on in the enclaves? So personally, nobody, when you sit here and you looking at my life as if like, yo, like you, I don't know who sent her. Even though I love her, that don't mean that she couldn't have been here for some other odd reason. Just because I love this girl, don't mean she hasn't been sent here to watch me by somebody else. You understand what I'm saying?
Can I ask you one other thing? And it's to confirm a lot of things that you said.
Note the possessive repetition, my life, as if chanting his own goodness can make it true. This moment crystallizes his entire defense. He cannot integrate his violent act into his self-concept, so he manufactures a reality where he was the target all along. The tragedy is that in doing so, he forfeits the very redemption he claims to seek.
We can wait for this thing to finish its doing combinations. You sure you still don't want to give us a password? We can confirm when you went to New York, when you came back.
Password to my phone?
Yeah. We'll just make it easy. To confirm whatever it is that you sent.
You know what? Do y'all got my phones here? Cause if you,
It's not here.
It's actually on the machine doing combinations.
yeah.
And I think right now it says 120 days is the max. Like, so certain phones, the faster the phone, because it basically loads this client on the phone and it counts combinations. So the newer the phone, the faster it does it. So right now I think it's at 120 is the max to get the confirmation.
Okay, so what exactly is it you need out the phone in order to do what?
I mean, we're gonna have to confirm if you have photos of you on her, at least it'll establish a timeline. Okay, this is where he went to New York. This is where he's texting them.
Oh yeah, I got one in there.
Right. I mean, it's just gonna look. No one's denying that there was this turbulent situation between you and her. No one's denying that you went together. No one's denying you were trying to do the right thing, unless you have a video of you shooting her on the phone.
I don't.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right. That's what I'm saying. Like everything else is just gonna corroborate what you're saying as far as you going over there, she's coming here, you going to California, whatever the case to clear your head. It's going to confirm, because I really don't not, like, I believe everything.
I'll give you the code to my phone.
Okay. Thank you. Is there anything you think? So you'll have your tickets,
Everything should.
by Greyhound or whatever.
Emails, all my emails, and you know what I'm saying. Everything, you know, just everything, yeah, you know.
What are you gonna do, like, with yourself for the next? Honestly, waiting on court dates and stuff.
Well, right now I'm trying to get to the law library.
Right.
What today's Sunday, right?
Mhm.
So that means I got what, a preliminary hearing or
No, you probably have on Monday.
that's tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
So I'm pretty much just waiting on bond hearing.
Yeah.
I guess at this point I'm trying to figure out if at bond hearing they're gonna drop my charge to manslaughter or whatever, so I can get pre-trial or whatever the case may be.
They're not gonna do that right now. It's gonna go through the process.
Yeah.
There's no way they can do it at bond yet.
Do whatever.
Like
Reduce the
drop it,
charges.
like drop it to manslaughter or whatever the case may be. Like that's after this.
Okay.
At this stage, it's just a bond.
So how do I get pre-trial?
I think they haven't spoken to you pre-trial yet.
Right.
They will. It's probably because it's the weekend. They're probably talking about it.
So that's why I talked to them on Monday.
I think so.
That's pretty much all I'm thinking about right now.
Have you called your mom yet?
I can't call my moms. I was trying to tell you to get my numbers off the phone. I don't know one person knows by heart. That's my cousin.
What's your mom's? What's she gonna be? I can call her.
My Dukes or mommy.
Mom.
And my phone her name.
Okay, I'll let her know.
Mommy.
Look, I'll call her and let her know you're here.
Yeah.
And you know, you
If you could get the number for me too. I'm not even set up to use a phone here because I know I couldn't call no one.
yeah, I think Monday. Oh, because it's the weekend. I think Monday they're gonna do it, and I'm sure your mom can visit you and stuff.
Yeah,
She's
she'll
local,
set-
right?
she'll
Yeah, I know. I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't got my mom's address. To be honest with you.
Okay.
I don't know where she lives at right now, but she's local.
And you have your brothers and sisters.
On my mom's side?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. My sister's staying in Texas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where in Texas?
El Paso. I actually stopped through there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, because you said you went to Texas from California.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
end up hanging out with your sister?
I didn't get that. She was supposed to. I was with some white girl that I had met, and you know.
Just a random?
Yeah, on the bus, so it was cool or whatever. And she bought me some food, and I was trying to get my sister to pick us up so we get a hotel because we missed our bus. So we ended up having you know what I'm saying?
So where were you at in Texas? Like,
Where was I at?
in El Paso or?
Well, yeah, I was on the way back probably from Cali. You know what I'm saying? I was what happened was I was actually trying to get home, and I didn't have enough money to get home, so I got a ticket to Fort Worth, and one of my homies stayed in Fort Worth from Maryland. You know what I'm saying? The one that I caught this charge with. You know what I'm saying? My first charge ever. That's who stayed in Texas. So I was trying to call him, but he didn't answer. So when I got to Texas, I'm like, why am I in Texas? So I turned around and got to Cali. You know?
And what were you doing in Cali? Like, where were you staying? Do you have money to stay places or what?
Yeah, like I got peoples in Cali, so you know I was staying with my homies, you know, and
Like, are they from here that end up moving there?
nah, like it just so happened that I met them when when I went to Cali. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in Cali on multiple occasions. Like this wasn't my first time going to California.
And it's LA, you say?
Yeah, LA, and it's the first time I think I was out San Francisco. You know,
That's good. Did you like it over there?
San Francisco is a little chilly,
Yeah.
but like that's my 49 is my team now, so.
Oh, really?
Jay Rice, my favorite.
Yeah, we went out there to Alameda County, which is right there. You know, like Oakland and all that. We had to go there on a case. We actually had to get this dude's DNA. Case going a while ago. I like that area. It's better. Maybe you should have stayed there.
Yeah, you know,
And
that's
you
what.
wouldn't be in this predicament.
Well, you know, especially man. Alright, when you king in your own home, why you want to go to somebody else's home and live like a bum,
Very true.
right?
Very, very true.
That's how I look at it, dude. I wouldn't come back to my home while I'm king in it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want to go all the way across the country and live like a bum. You know?
Yeah,
I'd rather be king of my own home.
I agree
You
100%.
know? So that's why I came home.
Good luck to you, Mr. Moore, man. I'm sorry we had to meet you under these circumstances. I think you're not a bad dude. You made some mistakes in your life. You know, whatever's going to happen to you, you know. Like I said, the people are going to look at this way above us, you know.
Did I help y'all out with some type of, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean,
I gave y'all, I did, you know, the best I could without pretty much like telling on me, right?
I'm with you, my
You
friend.
feel me? Right? But yeah, like I love Denise, man. Like I don't know how else to put that. I don't, you know, I would never, you know, I wish she was to the line, you know?
Yeah.
You know, but I can't, you know.
Yeah.
we're going to get you some paperwork. Unless you have something else for me.
So this is,
I'm going to get these, this is
like I said,
your
this is the receipt, okay? And then this is the search warrant, okay? So this is a bunch of legal stuff, whatever you want to call it. And then the story, actually this is the search warrant right here. This is the application, and this is the story. This is where the story begins, right here. Okay?
Okay, this is for the convenience store?
This is pretty much for everything.
Yeah, and this one is your new charges. You're going to be served here. Like I said, this is the new thing that we're charging.
So that's
Like I said, I'm sorry, man, but
that's the warrant.
you can read it at your... You said you have a single cell?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let me see if I can get him.
So all this gonna be, is this gonna be tomorrow? or
Yeah,
what?
that's
You know,
new.
I
That's
don't know if
the
the
new
new
charge.
one's going to be tomorrow night. Let's see.
If he gets served today, then the new one will be tomorrow.
So there's no staples or anything in his paperwork? Like, we're just giving copies of everything, okay?
Yeah, there's no staples or anything like that.
Yeah.
All right, Mr. Moore.
Thank you, sir.
It was nice talking to you.
Alright, so is there anything else y'all need from me?
No, you probably won't talk to us again.
You said I want to talk to you again?
Probably not.
Is there a reason for that?
We'll see you in court.
We'll see you in court,
Yeah,
but,
we'll be seeing you in court and stuff. It's gonna be a
but we're not
process.
gonna be allowed to come back to visit.
Take care of yourself, okay, sir? Good luck.
I don't know where we're going with this. I hope I make y'all feel better or whatever.
It's not about us, man.
Yeah,
It really is
it's
not
not
about
That's
us.
what you just told me.
No, I think it's about you. It's about Denise. It's about baby. This is what it's about. We're just on the peripheral of life, man.
Right,
This
but
is
I'm
your
saying,
guy,
whatever it is you wanted from me, you said
We just want to.
so make the truth, right? Did I do that for y'all?
That's all we want.
Did I do that for you?
Huh?
Did I do that for you?
I hope so. So,
Take care, sir.
Torrey Damian Moore was convicted by a jury on November 22nd, 2024, of 2 counts of first-degree murder for the deaths of his girlfriend, Denise Middleton, and their unborn son, Ezekiel. On May 30th, 2025, Montgomery County Circuit Court Judge Rachel McGuckian sentenced Moore to 3 consecutive life sentences plus an additional 80 years in prison.